Yes, it's the 7th anniversary of the Brexit vote, the referendum day, 2016, absolute chaos, and we're still waiting for Brexit to be implemented. Yes, we know that. All right, this one is going to be interesting. The mainstream media and press have been going around recently, spreading their own propaganda, asking their own culty people, the Ramonas, what do you think of Brexit? And they are presenting us with their figures saying, oh, well, clearly people in this country have changed their mind. They want to rejoin the European Union. Well, we are here to debunk those theories. Well, firstly, let's celebrate the anniversary of our Independence Day. I can't really say Independence Day even though because we haven't really received independence. We're still waiting for someone to come and sort out Brexit. But let's go back in time. Let's look at a young Mahyar Tousi. Yes, that's me on the right. Not one of the girls, obviously. I still identify as a boy. This was literally 7 years ago today when we were fighting on the final day of the EU referendum. I can see the difference between the Brexiteers and the Ramonas. Ah, look how beautiful we look compared to them. Also, a lot of people ask, what has Brexit actually achieved in 7 years? Well, the one big thing that is achieved is the fact that Mahyar Tousi has aged quite well. This is me 7 years ago when I was with Boris Johnson. Oh, back in the day, the good old days when Boris was saying he was a freedom fighter. Oh, how naive was that Mahyar Tousi, wasn't it? So, yeah, we were campaigning together and everything was fine. And I didn't have that beardy thing. And actually, a lot of people said I look older back then. And I look much younger now. So, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Anyway, let's get serious. This is the propaganda that the EU Ramonas are spreading. So you got Independent, you got all these newspapers saying Brexit regrets among Leave voters hit a record high. Ooh, record high. So what is the truth behind this? We actually have, thanks to these polls that have been implemented by UK in a Changing Europe, this website's organization, and GETTR reported it first. We actually have the numbers. The latest numbers, it's been quite consistent actually. And the question is, how will Brexit work out in the long run? Well, 72%. I still believe that long run it will work out. As in, people are still optimistic. Well, firstly, they don't regret it. Secondly, they're still optimistic that some political party, some political leader could come in and actually sort things out, and we will survive outside the European Union. 14% believe it's going to go badly, and 14% said neither. Okay, so that propaganda is always obviously selective. Selective surveys, selective opinion polls. If they're going to show their selective data, we can show them our selective data. Everything is selective. We have to be truthful. So, in new polling for UK in a Changing Europe, 22% of Leave voters think that Brexit will work out very well in the long run, and 39% think it will work out well. Just 3% of Leavers, actual Leave voters, 3% of them think it will go very badly. The figures even get more stark when don't know responses are removed. A stonking 72% think Brexit will go well to just 14% predicting it will go badly. So let's be optimistic. We're still winning the fight, but it's not over because we have a chunk of the political system class who want to reverse Brexit. Keir Starmer, the Liberal Democrats, the SNP, everybody basically. And you also have the Tories, the so-called Brexiteers, who are struggling to even do something about it. So they're missing that great opportunity. But the backlash is coming because we're going to have right now, the distraction is, and it's not really a distraction because it's a big, big crisis. Cost of living crisis, the economic issues, obviously, and inflation and everything else. The focus is on that. The moment that gets better over the next year or two, then the focus is going to go back to a couple of main issues. One is going to be about the net zero agenda. One is going to be about our sovereignty, which is kind of linked to the net zero agenda because they are getting their orders from the globalist elites. And of course, the NHS and the whole structure of our state, the swamp of the establishments. So once things get better with inflation, with everything else, with the growth in the economy, which is, again, quite difficult because I can't see it happening under Jeremy Hunt. But maybe something could change in the Tory party. Maybe there could be a rise of Reform UK. We don't know what's going to happen. Maybe Keir Starmer will hit his head and become far right. Somehow he will become right wing. I don't know. Maybe he will love Margaret Thatcher one day. I think there is a bit of a hope, and so let's not be completely pessimistic. Right now, we are still in the middle of this massive battle, and together we can do it. And this channel, thanks to your support, will continue to be your voice and the anchor for freedom fighters. We cannot stop until we get what we want, and the country could be stable. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.